y'all, welcome to Cooking on the Farm. I'm Rachel and today we are cooking asparagus. I came home and what I normally do is I measure my asparagus, I chop it off, stick it in some water in a jar in the fridge. I did not do that this time. I came home, it was late, we had baseball all day, I was tired. I just threw it in the fridge. I'll get to it tomorrow. I didn't get to it tomorrow. So I put it in the lower part of my fridge, which is close to my freezer, and it has some freezer problems. So some of the tips have lost their little petals. So that's why it doesn't look exactly perfect. All right, come on in. I will show you how I chop these up. So what you're gonna need is about 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, maybe a little bit extra to finish it. Oh, and you also need asparagus too. And if you're doing the garlic, a heavy teaspoon. All right, guys, so what you do is you find your asparagus. Now these, like I said, are freezer burnt, so I'm gonna hold them where I know that they're not. And I'm just gonna snap the end. See, they're a little bit loose. Let's find a better one that actually snaps. Here we go. All right, guys, so I am just gonna dump probably about 3 tablespoons of olive oil in here. I'm gonna do some pepper, probably 1/4 teaspoon, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Give it a little zhuzh. And I'm gonna throw in probably half of my asparagus so that I can make sure that I get it evenly coated through here. All right. Zippy up the bag. All right, guys, so I am just gonna kind of roll this around and kind of massage it into the oil, salt, pepper, till it looks like everybody's got a little love. So I have about 2 teaspoons of coconut oil and about, probably 2 teaspoons of butter also. I'm gonna let these guys melt together. I like the butter flavor. The coconut oil prevents the butter from burning, so. And I wanna get this pan pretty hot so that we can get some good char on these guys, get some color on there. That's the sound you want to hear, guys. And my asparagus was dry also. There was no water on here, so I'm not worried about it spitting back at me too much. All right, guys, so I'm going to kind of zhuzh my pan a little bit. Get them more evenly laid out. All right, so I'm just gonna wait until I flip a couple and they have a little color on it, and then I'm just gonna start moving them a lot. And because these guys are so small, they will cook a lot faster than if you have the really thick ones. Starting to get some color, see that? This is super close to being done. I'm gonna take a fork. I wanna find one of the big fat ones. There aren't any really. And it went in pretty easily. Yep, the rest just goes right in. Yep, all right. Ooh. So these are not completely limp. They still have a little bit of crunch in them. I'm gonna let my pan cool just a touch, and then I'm gonna show you one more way how to cook your asparagus with some garlic. All right, guys, so I still have my leftover oil on here, my oil butter. I'm gonna grab probably a good teaspoon, maybe a little bit more for extra, love, because let's face it, I absolutely love garlic. So I'm just gonna kind of flatten this out, get the oil mixed in with it. My heat is on a medium so that this does not burn. All right, I can see some color on it. I'm gonna add my asparagus. I'm just gonna dump it in. Now this one, I'm gonna add about, a 1/4 cup of water, and then I'm gonna put a lid on it to steam it. Give it a little zhuzh. And then I don't have an actual lid for this pan, so we're just gonna do our best to kind of put a lid on it. All right, be careful when you pull your foil off. It could be hot in there. This smells so good, guys. Oh, man. All right, so I'm gonna leave my lid off now. Yes, I am. And we're gonna let the water evaporate because these have gotten a lot more tender. This actually had a little bit more bigger ones. So they're not done. Like I can't, well, there's a couple of them that I can, but most of them are still pretty tough. So we're just gonna wait till these guys get a little color on them now. All right, guys, so these ones, because I have the garlic in there, I don't want them to burn. So we're not gonna let them get super charred. So I'm gonna pull them now. If you wanted them to get more charred, what you could do is cook them up. Then when it's really close to the end, then add your garlic in. So let's taste test. We already know that I've been eating this, so. Okay, this is without the garlic. You hear the crunch still? Mm-hmm. This guy I'm worried about is still steaming. I don't want to burn my face. Mmm. So good. That garlic is really nutty. Oh, so good. So David's asking which one I like better. Okay. My honest opinion is, I don't know. I guess if you're eating something like fish that's very mild in flavor, I would go for the garlic. 100% because it's got a little bit of extra something something. This would be something that I would more do for like a well-seasoned steak or barbecue or something like that that's got a lot of extra flavors going around. You want something a little bit more mellow. But honestly, I don't think you could go wrong. And we're barbecuing some chicken today for lunch. So honestly, this is what we're having for lunch. So maybe we'll mix them together and go from there. All right, guys. See you next time on Cooking on the Farm. God bless. Did you double check that I have sound?
All right.
Can I talk about why they look horrible though? Ready?
So do you know how much you're going to use of these?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dump and that's it.
Okay, go for it.
Let's turn to our pan. That's not on me. Yikes. All right. Okay. That wasn't what I came for. What?
Don't gotta lift this. So I'll use some foil.
Where's the foil?
You're some ice.
No, I'm not. Prove it.
Huh?
Prove it.
Wait, right here too. Prove it.